On behalf of our chairperson, Ms. Ritu Shah, I, Prachi Trivedi Shah, Honorary Secretary, Flow Hyderabad Chapter, would like to welcome you all to an enlightening session on how to live your best life with none other than Ms. Raageshwari Loomba. Could I kindly request everyone to please put your phones on silent and rise for the national anthem.
जन गण मन अधिनायक जय हे भारत भाग्य विधाता पंजाब सिंध गुजरात मराठा द्राविड उत्कल बंगा विंध्य हिमाचल यमुना गंगा उच्चल जलधि तरंगा तव शुभ नामे जागे तव शुभ आशीष मांगे गाहे तव जय गाथा जन गण मंगलदायक जय हे भारत भाग्य विधाता जय हे जय हे जय हे जय 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 हे.
It's an honor to request the floor chairperson, Ms. Ritu Shah, and our guest today, Ms. Raageshwari Loomba, along with our wife floor chairperson, Ms. Aarti Shah, to come forward for lighting of the lamp. It is an honor to request our floor past chairpersons, Ms. Manjula Reddy, Ms. Rekha Reddy, Ms. Monica Agarwal, Ms. Rekha Lahoti, Ms. Kamini Saraf, and Ms. Priyanka Ganeriwal to join our chairperson, Ms. Ritu Shah, and our guest for photographs. It is an honor to request our wife flow past chairpersons, Ms. Ashita Navalgarya, Ms. Samya Alam Khan, Ms. Sonali Modi Saraf, and wife flow chairperson, Ms. Aarti Shah, to join the flow chairperson and our guest for photographs. Style Tattva team to join our chairperson and our guest. Ladies, can I request everyone to please give a big round? They've been working tirelessly for the last few months to make sure that the event is a great success.
Is this Style Tattva?
You'll find one at Style Tattva.
Done. I will be your first.
It gives me immense pleasure to now invite Ms. Radhika Bansal and Ms. Ritu Agarwal, EC heads of the Style Tattva team, to present the Style Tattva details.
Good afternoon, everyone. Are we all ready for an electrifying July, the biggest event in the Flow Hyderabad chapter, Style Tattva? Are we all ready? Style Tattva is a Bahubali event happening on 22nd and 23rd July 2023, encouraging and encompassing our vision of sustain her culture. In this third edition, we are bringing together over 200 brands in 35,000 square feet of retail space over 2 days. With a very careful and systematic curation process, outreach to members and their networks, strong brand presence around the city, and an active social media strategy. And we are certain that footfall will be close to 10,000 shoppers this year. The Style Tattva team has been meticulously working through the months to give a bigger and better experience to all. Thank you. Can we have the video, please? and Ms. Rekha Lahoti to say a few words. Thank you.
It'll be a very short one, don't worry. So why is Flow Style Tattva so different from other exhibitions in the city? I'll just give you 2 pointers and then Manju will follow up. So Flow Style Tattva is accordance to the startup ecosystem which the national Flow, the Flow Delhi, their main mission statement this time is a startup ecosystem to help home entrepreneurs, budding entrepreneurs, to give them a seat, to give them a space and help them grow. So Style Tattva is having certain booths specially created for them, the startups. The second point is culture forms the backbone of any society. The state government is promoting handlooms, and so is Fiki Flow, has been doing the same. And this time we have adopted Telia Rumal as the weave adopted by Flow Hyderabad. And for this, we've curated certain areas there, for the looms, and we've given the Flow booths. Certain stalls have been given at subsidized rates. So these are the few pointers, and Manju will follow up. So all of you should come to Style Tattva, not just because it's an exhibition, but because it's an exhibition with a cause for society and for cause for helping entrepreneurs. Thank you.
Hi, I'm Manjula here, mentor of Style Tattva, and we at Style Tattva feel grateful to showcase our contribution towards sustainability. Sustainability means the humans must interact with the environment in a way to ensure there will be enough resources left for our future generation. Our mind is like a parachute. It doesn't open if it's not opened. For the well-being of our future generation, requesting everyone to embrace substantial. So now at Style Tattva, we see our tickets which are degradable. And then we have all the exhibitors who are getting the committee members, volunteers, staff, everybody is getting badges which are again sustainable. Then provision is provided for shopping bags which are free of cost to eliminate plastic waste at the entrance. Those are this thing. Then exhibitors know, the exhibitors are being given this kit, which is a cloth bag with a lanyard, which is made up of cotton cloth. And then tags, I think, are made up with seed paper. Then reusable BPA-free water bottles are being given to all the exhibitors. Then we are giving free plants to all of them who visit the exhibition. Then we have mementos for our vendors, which is Cherial art, the local art, which is made on khadi cotton with rice starch, paste of tamarind seeds, and gum. It's again eco-friendly. Ladies, here is a chance for all of us to make the vendors happy by shopping. Happy vibes.
It's there to see.
Can we have the promo video, please? Over to you, Ritu.
Very good afternoon, friends. Would like to give a heartfelt thank you to our chairperson, Ms. Ritu Shah, our Style Tattva mentors, Ms. Manjula Reddy and Ms. Rekha Lahoti, our senior vice chair and Style Tattva convener, Ms. Aparna Reddy, for her constant encouragement and guidance, helping us with the planning and designing of the entire Style Tattva event to make it a bigger and a better experience. Girls, let's use Instagram not only to impress people, but to make an impact. Let's refuse to be dull. Requesting all the members present to like, tag, and share the reel posted on our Insta handle right away. Team, can you please help them do that?
Everybody right now.
In the next 20 seconds, we need to do this. Get set, going!
Everybody has to follow the Style Tattva.
Flowstyle.tattva is the Insta handle. Flowstyle.tattva.
Thank you. Ji. Thank you, Ji. Thank you. It's an honor. Thank you. Yes, of course. Absolutely. Of course. So that's Rajivji's.
Yeah, Rajivji's wife, yeah.
So, ma'am, we've met. I did all of the country club events all over. New Year's.
Are we done?
Rajivji.
Let's make it loud, louder and louder than ever before. Flaunt the poster high. Raise the Josh up. Flaunt the poster high. Raise the Josh up. Paint the picture red. Let's get photo ready.
Style Tattva, hooray! Style Tattva, hooray! Style Tattva, hooray!
Thank you to the entire Style Tattva team for bringing so much energy to the room today. Nicole Kidman had said, "Today, more than ever, I am aware of the need to support and celebrate each other. I like to believe that I'm a part of a global support network of 3.5 billion. Imagine that. If you can fall back on 3.5 billion sisters and the many good men who are with us, what could we possibly not achieve?" The impact of women-only networks across the world are a growing phenomena. These communities are instrumental in encouraging women to be their best selves and realizing that we are much, much stronger when we are together. We trust that women who are empowered have the power to bring about a positive change in the world and help bridge the gender disparity on the economic, social, and environmental platforms, thus improving development outcomes for the next generation and making institutions and policies more representative. Many gender disparities remain even as countries develop, which calls for a sustained and focused public action. We at Flow Hyderabad chapter believe in the importance of sustaining her ability. Together, we aim to inspire and nurture the entrepreneurial and professional spirit through networking, education, and training, making women more employable and absorbable in the market. As we begin the next quarter of our year, let us take a look at the months gone by and the impact that we have all created together. Could I have the first quarter video, please? Buddha had said, "The mind is everything. What you think, you become." The power of the mind lies not only in its ability to imagine, but also in its capacity to believe. For it is through the alchemy of beliefs that thoughts transform into actions and actions into achievements. Our session today, How to Live Your Best Life, takes us on an inspirational journey with none other than Ms. Raageshwari Loomba, an actor, a singer, and a mindfulness speaker. I now call upon Ms. Neeru Mohan, Joint Treasurer, Flow Hyderabad Chapter, to kindly introduce our guest.
Raageshwari is an actor, singer, former MTV VJ, and a motivational speaker on the power of wellness and mindfulness. She is currently voted as one amongst the top 50 mental health influencers in India. Her own recovery from facial paralysis at the peak of her career in 2000 was the beginning of her journey as mindfulness. Her miraculous pregnancy at 40 is another testament to the power of mindfulness and wellness. Raageshwari worked with the legendary Jack Canfield first affirmation CD with the path-breaking guru of the affirmations, the late Louis Hay. Her videos on the meditation and the ancient Tibetan rites have gone viral on the YouTube. Her show with the India Today called Mindful Mondays has just completed 100 episodes. Raageshwari's diverse work takes her across the globe, from performing at the Nobel Peace Culture, working with His Highness Dalai Lama, to working with the Pakistan to the children rescued from the terrorist training camps, to working in India for the Melinda Bill Gates Foundation on Maternal Mortality. Raageshwari is one of the most exciting speakers globally on mindfulness and wellness. Raageshwari resides in London, currently with her husband, Sudhanshu Swaroop, and her 4-year-old daughter, Samya Swaroop. Let's welcome Raageshwari. Bless be, bless be, bless be. Please.
Thank you, Neeru. It is with immense pleasure that I now invite our chairperson, Ms. Ritu Shah, and our guest, Ms. Raageshwari Loomba, on the dais. Could I kindly welcome our chairperson, Ms. Ritu Shah, to felicitate our guest, Ms. Raageshwari Loomba.
That's on rice and tamarind. Oh,
I now invite our chairperson, Ms. Ritu Shah, to address the gathering.
Thank you, Ji.
Today, I would like to address you all as fellow seekers of well-being, beloved champions of inner harmony and compassionate souls. Dear friends, a very, very happy afternoon to one and all. All stress, anxiety, depression is caused when we ignore who we are and start living to please others. I'm honored to stand here before you today to address a topic that is often overlooked but profoundly impacts the life of countless women, the significance of mental health and mental wellness. I would like to underscore the importance of prioritizing our mental well-being today by shining a light on a remarkable individual who is an inspiring example of overcoming adversity and embracing mental wellness, Raageshwari Loomba. Her journey is a testament to the power of resilience, determination, and the unwavering spirit to overcome life's challenges. Raageshwari Loomba's story is one of triumph over affliction. She faced significant mental health challenges, battling depression and anxiety for many, many years. Raageshwari's journey is a reminder that mental health does not discriminate. It affects individuals from all walks of life, regardless of age, gender, or social status. Her story highlights the significance of breaking the stigma surrounding mental health, fostering a society where individuals can find the necessary support to build themselves back up. Before we delve into the learning sessions, here are a few announcements. Our mega Bahubali Style Tattva exhibit is just 10 days away, and we can hardly wait to open the doors to everyone and share our beautiful vision with everyone here. In this final leg of the race, we need support from each of you to spread the word and get your family, your friends excited to visit us on 22nd and 23rd of July of this month, okay? Please share, like, comment, and tag Style Tattva and Flow and Vibe Flow Hyderabad pages on your social media handles. Please, friends, we need you more than ever now. Our membership team conducted a new member orientation, out of which 156 selected members, 85 new members attended the session. They set the foundation for a positive and productive experience, fostering engagement with flow. Memberships for the year are open, and we look forward to keep adding to our accomplished chapter. Our Connect team, the mouthpiece of our chapter, has been beautifully covering the activities of our year through the monthly newsletters. We encourage all of you to go through each newsletter, both for information as well as to find out how you can contribute to our initiatives and programs. You may also contribute by sharing your thoughts on various topics through articles in the newsletters. Kindly get in touch with Arshia Afsar, our Connect team head. We recently conducted 2 sessions on financial literacy and digital literacy. One at Mehboobia Girls High School on the 26th of June, where Rashi Agarwal educated the girls on effective communication. 80 girls were benefited through the session. The other session was held at Puttapaka Society Hall by CA Maunika Tota, who educated 42 grassroots women on scaling up their businesses through digital technologies. Under our Sustain Her Goals vertical, we are bringing to you 2 exciting learning programs for our member entrepreneurs. The first is She Rise, a virtual bootcamp for women entrepreneurs as a part of the National Startup Cell. Applications are now open for this bootcamp, which will be held in the month of July and August, and will focus on capacity building, mentorship, role modeling, and investor readiness. The second program is a series of full-day business workshops for women entrepreneurs in the green economy in collaboration with the US Consulate General Hyderabad and ACIR. We urge you all to take advantage of these upcoming programs. More exciting opportunities are coming your way, such as a collaboration with G20 Mentorship Program 2. The details will be soon announced so that you can make best of these opportunities. We are super proud to have taken another step towards empowering women by partnering with City Security Council Hyderabad and bringing to you the Stree Summit 2023. Our past chairpersons Ajita Yogesh, Kamini Saraf and Shilpa Datla will speak to women leaders, change makers and champions of empowerment on shattering glass ceilings. The session is moderated by our Flow EC member Ananda UVL. We encourage all of you to attend this session tomorrow at 2:30 p.m. For any queries, please get in touch with the Empowerment Head Pooja Mitra. While we look forward to many exhilarating programs coming up, let us now get back to today's session. In our fast-paced world, women often juggle multiple roles and responsibilities. While fulfilling these roles, we often neglect our own mental health, inadvertently placing our well-being on the back burner. As an innate part of our Sustain Her Health initiative, we at Flow are committed to providing resources, support, and education on mental wellness and mental health of women. Let us break the silence surrounding mental health and together build a society that supports and nurtures the mental well-being of women. Nothing is more important than your mental health. Take care of yourself, understand your limits, and seek help when needed. Your well-being is worth everything. I today invite invite each and every one of you to join us in this journey towards a healthier, happier, and more empowered future. Thank you so much.
It is a privilege to now invite Ms. Raageshwari Loomba to address the gathering and our chairperson, Ms. Ritu Shah, to take the session forward.
Papaji, lovely. Firstly, pranam to all my elders. A big hello to each of you. Right at the back as well. I'm with you. Square up your shoulders. Bapuji, can we please play the track first? And I want you all to focus on your heart chakra. You have to understand we are scientific beings. Tracks super, Bapuji. Thank you. And slowly. And your vision is to only evaluate your breath. Breathe in and Bapuji and crew. And so, at the peak of my career, I had facial paralysis. Everybody knows I had platinum record-selling albums, the superficial outside world success. I was physically healthy, never been drinking, never been smoking, exercising every day, fabulous family, great support, and yet I had facial paralysis at the peak of my career. So a lot of questions. But then how come my career changed, my life changed? Even though I still probably would have wanted to be in that phase of Bollywood music, but how the universe really channeled my energies elsewhere. And I want you to, where do I point this so that it, is it here? No worries, not a problem, take your time. And so it's so important to understand that many a times the universe sort of wants to guide you in a beautiful different direction. While they get that, you will see a beautiful picture on the screen whenever they're ready. And this is a real story. How many of you all have been to Thailand? Okay, excellent. So now there's this huge clay statue and the monks wanted to shift it. It's a real story. Absolutely huge. Now they asked for a crane and they wanted to lift that statue. But the moment they started to lift the statue, there was a crack. So the monks said, stop, stop, please don't do that. Place the statue down. It started to pour. They covered it with, plastic sheets. In the middle of the night, the monk was so concerned. So he came, started to look with a torch. Is the statue okay? And he realized that there was something glittering from inside. Are we ready? So, could you please play the PDF? So the monk was absolutely concerned. Thank you, Meenakshi ji. This was the clay statue. So now the monk got absolutely concerned. What is shining through? So he took a little chipper and started to chip away from the back, thinking, ये खराब भी हो जाएगा, so it's okay. It won't show. But suddenly he realized that it was shining. There was a light coming through. Bless you. There was a light coming through. He said, what is this? And what did he He realized that there was a golden statue inside. Because he started to chip away, chip away, chip away. Absolutely stunning. Weighing tons. Was a golden statue. So when you go to Thailand and you see the golden statue, it was this statue which was covered in clay. Why? Because when Burma was invading Thailand, the monks said that we have to save the statues of Buddha. So they covered it in clay. And it's only after so many years did the golden statue reveal itself. So put your hand up. Who'd like to answer? What does this tell us? How can we connect this with our own human life? Yes.
Keep doing, keep continuing.
Okay, thank you. Okay, the lady in green.
Inside is a old woman.
Big hand, absolutely. We're going to create a lot of energy, okay, here. You can't be sitting down. And legs uncrossed because it's a scientific block. So our energies are really powerful when we are unblocked. So no folding of your hands that tell you something. That session we have to do a body language session. But we will tell you. So that's fabulous that inside we are all golden. Whenever we have fear, you see, the monks had the fear of it being taken away. Whenever we have anxiety, what is going to happen? Whenever we have doubts, we cover ourselves with clay. That's the point. We do not let our good light shine. Good light shine as in trust a boyfriend, trust a girlfriend, trust the form of life. Even if you're broke, no problem. I'm still making money through experiences. I'm still making money through reading a book. You have to know you're golden within. Each one of you is a super success, and I'm going to prove it to you right now. Who believes that they are super successful like a billionaire? Hand up if you believe you're a super success like a billionaire. I see only 3 hands, and I'm going to prove it to you that each of you is a super success. Give yourselves a big hand. You have no idea how much struggle you went through. And this makes us laugh, but it should make us feel, wow, that you made it. And we were not told that enough in school, told that enough through life. We were asked to change, to conform. If we were creative, we were asked to be good in maths. If we were good in maths, we were asked to be more vocal, more friendly. Why are you so shy? Why are you so quiet? Why are you so talkative as children? And that's why Panchatantra was fabulous, because it knew 0 to 7 is the blueprint of your life. Whatever we expose a child to will become your life. If you have been exposed to bad relationships during that phase, where your father and your mother constantly said, "Kisse shaadi kar li?" You will manifest the same. If you grew up constantly seeing your parents working hard for money, saying money is so difficult, we will manifest the same patterns. And that's why Panchatantra knew the power of thoughts. Even before they conceived, women would affirm to the unborn child in the womb thoughts of perfection. Did you all know that? They would affirm to the womb, "You will be mighty." And if they were soldiers' wives, they would say, "You will be a warrior. You will enjoy being a warrior. You will have a soldier's heart." So now begins the journey of mindfulness. So I just posted this morning a video dedicating it to Rituji, Flow Hyderabad, talking about this chapter. You want to take the first step to be mentally strong? 100% responsibility. I had facial paralysis. It has nothing to do with my ex-boyfriend who hurt me. It has nothing to do with Bollywood that probably gave me trauma. It has nothing to do with anybody except me. Why does that make sense? Because when we take 100% responsibility, boing, there are areas in our brain that tell you immediately, "I have the power." It actually lights up the brain just as if you've had a workout. Just you saying, "I take 100% responsibility." And it's called the area of problem solving, critical thinking, the hippocampus. The moment we say, "I cannot meditate, my husband's such a pain. I cannot meditate, my children won't let me. I cannot exercise, I have knee problems. I cannot exercise, I don't have the time." When we say that, the hippocampus shrinks. When we complain, the hippocampus immediately tells you, "Do not work harder." So the problem solving and the critical thinking areas of the brain immediately fall asleep. It almost loses its light. So always remember that. There's a scientific reason to that. And that's why mentally strong people do not complain. Now don't mix it with giving feedback. You must give feedback. But for example, if you're married to a narcissist, what feedback are you going to give that person? Is it easy to immediately break a marriage? Only 2 reasons. Where you can actually leave the person, or you change the way you think about that person. So it's your choice. If I keep complaining, I shrink my brain, I do not get amazing critical thinking. Or I empower my thoughts, and I can actually change the person I'm living with as well. Because this is a scientific universe. That is the most important thing you must learn now. Because we were not taught this in school, thanks to the British Raj. And I go there and I tell my friends, because the first thing the British did, do you know what they did when they came to India? They changed our education system. Our education system was all about the inner world. Close your eyes and think about the problem and the solution comes. Swami Vivekananda said that. But they came and changed it. Because how can you break a person whose inner world is so strong? Today, nothing defines me. If my book doesn't do well, that's okay. If my career doesn't do well, it doesn't matter. As long as I make people feel good, I know that's in my hand. Because that depends on my energy. That's what should define you. How do I make someone feel? People will forget what you wear. And that's why I don't bother too much about clothes and fashion. People will forget what you say. People will never forget how you make them feel. And that's what our education system was all about. And they also say we don't have sustenance where complete focus is concerned in today's times. So stand up everybody. Let's do a small workout to awaken you all. Now I want anybody with knee problems, go easy. We're going to do a brain activity. They do this in Richard Branson's office. Very powerful, positive environment. There is no no allowed. You don't say no. You don't complain in that office. Anytime in the middle of the meeting, if you all feel, oh my God, we're stuck, you're going to do a brain exercise. It's very simple. You're going to take your left elbow and touch it to your right knee. Right elbow to the left knee. You don't have to touch it because it takes time, but at least try to do the exercise. So, Babuji, you can play any dance music if you have it. Are you ready? Who are Babuji? I'm going to throw him in the deep end. No problem. Let's start. Go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Well done. 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 10 more to go. 18, 19, 20, 21. Continue and you will see how your brain is going to liven up. 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26. Don't fall down. 20, 27, 28, 29, 30. Okay. Observe. Sit down. Be mindful. What did this just do? Did it just elevate your spirit? Did this just elevate your vibration? Anytime you are in a crisis, go into the bathroom and do this. And come back. Because what it does, we should have done this for 60 seconds because after 60 seconds, this is what happens in your brain. The electrical currents completely double. Why my talks are so valued abroad and now in India is because everything is backed by cutting-edge science. I link ancient wisdom to modern day science. So my youngsters, whether it's UPS officers or amazing entrepreneurs from Fiki, do not question, what is she talking about? No, everything is backed by science. You see a diagram right now and you can tell yourself, wow, that just suddenly shifted my energy. You're having a fight with someone, go take a break, do this and come back. You will be in a different mindset. You instantly elevate your energy, your vibration that, hey, it's not worth it. What am I fighting for? Energy goes where focus goes where energy goes. Can you say this with me? Energy goes where focus goes where energy goes. So what are you focusing on? So at all times, focus on your amazing picture of your life. Not about bills, not about people who've betrayed you, not about what's going wrong. Focus on what you want. So even before I shifted to London, I was focusing on the life I wanted. Not that I have 0 friends. Not that, oh my goodness, I'm leaving Bollywood. I was focusing on what I wanted. And energy goes where? And focus goes where? So it's a vicious cycle, but it's also a positive cycle. So you can actually make that choice, which we just did. And now, for the power of thoughts. Why is it important for me to repeat something you already know? Because in school, it was repeated. Be good, work hard. Is that really true? It's a lie. It's a lie if you work hard, you're successful. No, you've got to work smart. The hardest working person is a person picking bricks. Haven't you seen people who don't work hard at all and still so successful? And then there are people who work very smart and work hard. Fiki Flow Hyderabad. Yeah. But they work smart. I received one email from Rituji and her team, and there's utmost clarity. It tells me the kind of people I'm working with. They have a vision for how this day is going to be. And we work towards that vision. So it immediately tells me that what I need to come up to, right? She set the level that I should rise to. So it's very important that you keep focus goes where energy goes where focus goes. It's a lovely mantra to remind yourself, I'm not getting into a fight, this person is abusing or this person is, you know, speaking with a high decibel. You step away, you go and, I'm going to come back. Yes, tell me again. You're a changed person. So we'll learn a lot of techniques. Why mastering thoughts is important? We think around 80,000 thoughts a day, but they're on autopilot. 80% of those thoughts are negative or repetitive, unless we're mindful. But can we be mindful throughout the day? What am I thinking? What am I thinking? What am I thinking? No, that will drive us nuts. But the more we are mindful, the more we do the exercise which we just did, calming down, breathing in, our body is so scientific. It suddenly realizes, hey, that felt great. That elevated the energy. That made me calm. That made me so sharp. So, when you come out of the meditation, whenever you are on autopilot thinking a negative thought, there'll be a beautiful alarm that will go off in your brain. As if there's another person reminding you, hey, energy goes where focus goes. What are you focusing on? So that's why mindfulness is very important as a practice. His Holiness Dalai Lama says it beautifully. It's not rocket science. Just close your eyes, breathe for 5 minutes, and your body will completely re-energize, rebalance itself to perfection. So our brain is what you're all aware of, but the thoughts we cannot see. This we're aware of, right? We can't see our thoughts, but they're somewhere there. So it's almost like the brain is the car and the driver is your thoughts. So now this generation has advertisements constantly saying, buy a BMW, buy a Bentley. Does it really matter? If we let the advertisements rule us, we'll always think that we are incomplete. So we're chasing a moving target. You buy a BMW, you'll move around with people who have a Bentley. You're like, oh my God, I want a Bentley now. You'll get a Bentley, you'll walk around with people who have aeroplanes. Oh, I think I need a private jet now. Unless you're aware, hey, what's important is my driver, my thoughts. I need to make sure my thoughts are aligned. Otherwise, no matter what car it is, it's going to crash. So people who are extremely designed with fabulous brains, right? High intellect. Emotional intelligences, 0. Have you met these really intelligent people? They always say that, right? Highly intellectual, but oh my God, emotionally this person is absolutely not aligned. Thoughts, when positive, only align themselves to emotional intelligence, love, gratitude, peace, forgiveness, highest energy. Now I'm going to give you practical evidence for thoughts. Because you'll say, okay, we have to think positive thoughts. If there's any person who says, do they really work? We're going to have an experiment right now. Now put your thumbs together, everybody. Complete focus. Everybody, give me 3 claps. Super. Now bring your thumbs together. Do you see one thumb shorter than the other? Yep. Focus on that thumb which is shorter. Keep looking at that thumb. Do not hear, do not move, Mr. Photographer. Come, don't worry, I'm your friend. Everybody focus on the thumb that's shorter. Only focus on that and focus on my voice connecting with yours. Look at that little thumb, and you are going to affirm very loudly, grow tall, 7 times. 1, 2, 3, go! Grow tall, grow tall, grow tall, grow tall, grow tall, grow tall, grow tall. Now put your palms down. Bring your thumb up together. See what happened. Hold on. Now, look at that thumb. Don't worry. Now you're going to say, because it was complete focus. Look at that thumb, and you're just going to say, grow back. Okay? Complete attention. You have to focus on my voice. Look at that thumb and affirm 7 times. Go! Grow back, grow back, grow back, grow back, grow back, grow back, grow back. Palms down, and look at it again. For who did this? So this experiment worked for everyone? Yes. And now, when I do this experiment in corporates where men are concerned, they're like, What did that just prove? That proved this was just a very small shift in your perception. Because we're a group energy, it's a very powerful energy. And that's why meditation camps are powerful. Invest your money in meditation camps. Invest your money in experiences where you'll have a huge community as this. Because a community together that visualizes something collectively will come true. That's the power of collective thinking. I need someone, Vidika, sweetheart, will you help me? I need 1 black chair. And anyone who's ready to be flown? Anyone at the back? At the back? Okay. Yeah. Sure. Aye, zarur. Please, 1 black chair. But can the gentleman please help? 1 black chair. And I need 4 enthusiastic women. Come, my darling. Yes, you. Very good. The lady at the back, in the red. Yes. Yes, the lady in yellow. Have I got 4? No, I need. Okay, fabulous. I've got 4. Ayaji. What's your name? Harsha. Oh, that's Harsha ji. Welcome. That's how lovely. Oh, wonderful. Please. So you know about this because I know you're one of my community members. Come, my darling. Come on. Big hand for them. Big hand for them. Oh, Abhiya, acha. I'm going to call you. I'm going to call you for some. I'll call you. Sweetheart, have a seat there. Aap aaye? Dono? Excellent. Do we have enough place? Okay. No, आप बैठिए, I'm very powerful. आप बैठिए. Come. आपका नाम? Raageshwari ji, big hand. आपका नाम? Dharini, big hand, make some noise. Vanita ji, big hand. Sharmila ji, big hand. Now there are 4 points. Just lift your arms. There are 4 points. Under her arms, you're only going to use this. Have you ever done this before? Okay, so just with your fingers, 2 fingers, and then there are these points here, just below her knees. So with your finger, and you put the finger below, as if trying to pick her up, okay? You're going to put that there. So now, I'm going to count 1, 2, 3 and try to pick her up. 1, 2, 3, go. Release. No problem. Now stand there. Now everybody, what you're going to do is you're simply going to give her that energy. Literally with your palms, these are scientific receptors. Because we're collective energy, you're going to say, you are light. You are light, okay? What you're going to do is, one after the other, right hand on top, your right hand on me, do not touch my hand, right hand. Come closer, do not touch me, do not touch each other, left hand. Now you're going to say, you are light. You are light. In your mind. In your mind. Light. Complete focus. Only meditate and focus. You are light. Now we're all going to affirm loudly, you are light. Go. You are light. 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 5 more times. You are light. 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 The top hand comes off. Go. Go. Now put your fingers exactly where they were. Get ready. 1, 2, 3, lift. Did they go up at all? In the black we couldn't see. Could you all see? Okay. So there was something that probably blocked the energy, because every time we've seen people actually fly almost this high. It's so powerful. Haven't you done this with kids? It's just so powerful that when we do this with energy, we have time constraints. Otherwise, this is something when we get more time, we will do it again. Thank you so much. Thank you. Big hand for them. Big hand. Thank you. There was one lady who couldn't get a chance, who wanted to come up. Please come up. Please come up. So the practical evidence of this is that when we affirm very powerfully, it actually works sensationally. But if there's a broken link, and perhaps there was, right? Like we have in offices, right? If you have an office space and you have a meeting, if there's that one person, have you heard that, who's stressed or probably not believing in the concept? They say stress actually releases itself through our sweat, and it hangs around in the atmosphere. So if you enter the vibration of that person, it's contagious. But so is a positive mindset. But a negative concept and a negative mindset can actually break the chain. And that's why it's so important when you hire someone to make sure that they're positive. Come here, big hand, big hand. So the body rejects lies. This is a kinesthetic exercise. We were not lying that she was light. We were saying that she becomes light for me. That's what Olympic champions do. How do you think they can pick that up? They pick something which is difficult for them, and the next day they can actually lift that up because there is no block in their mind. Even if there was a block in your mind that the thumb is not going to move, you were still fascinated that, oh, I think this is going to happen. Now, what's your name? Shweta. Big hand for Shweta. You're a lefty or a righty?
Mostly right, I guess.
No, what do you write with?
Right.
Okay. So now put your left hand up straight, okay? Now give me resistance. When I push it down, you're going to pull it up, okay? So now give me energy. No, you have to give me a lot of energy. No, my darling. Try to push me down.
Okay, you just hold it.
You have to be a warrior, like warrior. Go. Okay, more. Come on, well done. Now I want you to think about really loving thoughts. Love, absolute love. When you really were loved by your husband, loved by your boyfriend. Complete love. Complete love. Complete love. Now think about shame. When you had someone really make you feel really ashamed. Keep giving me energy. When someone made you feel terrible about you. Someone said something negative about your thoughts, about your body language. And there you see. So even though she had the energy, I'm sorry to put you through that. But you know, I wanted to say, women, Indian women, we have it in our DNA. Shame. It's the worst emotion. It's a useless emotion. It's tied up with guilt. And you're so fabulous.
Thank you.
And every time, why I did that, kinesthetic, immediate reflection for you to do with your children. Thoughts of love give you, boom, immunity. Thoughts of shame and guilt bring immunity down. In the same way, negative mindsets. Smita, right?
Smita.
Shweta. So Shweta ji, I want you to say, I can be the chairperson of FICCI one day. Already she's so shy. No. Okay. What would you like to be in your life? You tell me.
I want to be an entrepreneur or something.
Fabulous. Big hand. happen. Another concept. The more you celebrate someone, the more we feel good about ourselves. Have you seen successful, happy people? They're like, good for you, good for you, good for you. And the ones who are like that? Have you seen that? And that's why we should never ever feel bad when someone doesn't congratulate you, because they are caught up with a lot of negative thought. Now you'll know next time the person who says, good for you, good job, because that's what they're going through. Never feel bad for someone who says anything negative about you. I attended a talk and it changed my thoughts. Late Wayne Dyer, with the orange, walked up on stage, cut it and said, what juice am I going to get? Pineapple juice, right? Tomato juice, right? What juice am I going to get? No, tomato juice, right? No, pineapple juice, right? Yes, orange juice. Why? Because there's orange inside. And that's what we are. You see a kind person who's saying kind things, wonderful things to you, that's what's inside. So be humble. If someone says, I'm beautiful, I'm humble. No, it's got to do with your amazing mindset. Someone says anything negative, this person has a lot of betrayal thoughts, sadness. Trials and tribulations make people bitter. Back to you, being the entrepreneur. Okay. High energy, I want you to visualize, look into my eyes and visualize you're the entrepreneur. You're flying all over the world. You're doing a great job in your business. Give her that energy, everybody. You're doing a great job. You don't need your husband. You don't need your mother-in-law. You don't need anyone. You're doing fabulously well on your own. Everybody is supporting you. Give me energy now. You're fabulous. You're flying high. Prime ministers are wanting to meet you, and I cannot move this. I wish you could see the energy here. Wow, well done. I don't even want her to think negative, you know, she's so lovely. But if we change the thought and then we would ask Smitaji, Shwetaji, if we ask Shwetaji to now think the negative, the body collapses. So that's what positive thoughts do to your kinesthetic energy right there and then. Limited beliefs also. So it was a limited belief. Will I be an entrepreneur? No. Pessimistic company. Thank you. Go ahead. Shwetaji, big hand. Next time, we're celebrating you in Hyderabad with all the entrepreneurs. Pessimistic company. The weak link. The link that will break everything. Be very careful. We become 80% like the people we spend 80% of our time with. It's such a fact. So if you want to be positive, you want to lead this life, you'll have to be with people like that, because you'll go back to the world and let me tell you, it's a world that will tell you, what is this rubbish? You have to push. You have to be greedy. Right? You see, when my daughter comes and plays in the parks here, she's the one standing in a line. And everybody laughs at her. Because there's that mentality of scarcity. You won't get a turn. No. There's such great power in knowing it'll be your turn, and when it'll be your turn, you will have the best turn. Because till then, you're gathering all the energy, you're gathering all the knowledge, and you're empowering yourself. So pessimistic company can wreck your life. And yes, sometimes we're probably living with people like that, isn't it? We're living with family members, get married to people who probably would be that. There's so many times I've heard of that instant. I can't say get married late like me. But when you get married late, it's just that, you know yourself so much. You know your boundaries. You know, hey, this is non-negotiable. But the power of the mind, read up on Alpha Silver Mind Control. The more we visualize the person the way he is, say for example, lack of a better, like mother-in-law, sister-in-law issue is very, very, or your boss who's probably very negative, when we keep visualizing them the way they are, focus goes where energy goes where focus goes, boom, that person becomes more and more of how he or she is. But when you change the narrative in your mind, because you're a scientific being, so you're changing your vibration, which I'm going to get to, and you're going to meditate and you're going to visualize your mother-in-law, sister-in-law, or your employee, the way you want them to be. Say, why can't I at least visualize them the way I want them to be? Doesn't that make sense? It takes the same energy for you to say, this lady is like that. No, wouldn't it be amazing if she is like that? Oh, let me just visualize that. You have multiplied the power by 100. And you do that every day. And silver mind control proves it. The person starts changing. Now, the person doesn't change completely. Your vibration has elevated. So whenever the person is in a good mood, only then they will come and meet you. So you'll be like, what happened to this mother-in-law of mine? What happened to this boss of mine? It's because you changed your vibrational energy. And this is a science we need our children to understand because it's so powerful, especially if they're being bullied in school. To teach them to bully back is the same cycle, right? Which never ends. But if you tell them, stay back from them and think about how you'd like them to be. How would I like them to be? And exaggerate that vision. That they're hugging you, they're kissing you, they're celebrating you. Visualize it, exaggerate it. So when I was paralyzed, I did not visualize myself, oh my God, how am I like that? I continuously visualized myself being absolutely fine, exaggerated version. We'll get to mirror affirmations, but I did not do mirror affirmations. I just affirmed to myself, I'm better, but I visualized myself doing my jobs, doing great work. And then I went about my day. Let's talk about vibrations. What do you mean? So for example, we all have water in front of us. So Dr. Masaru Emoto stunned millions with his study on hidden messages of water. Ancient wisdom talked about praying to water, praying to Annadatta, before we eat, before we cook. He was a modern day scientist, Japanese scientist, who took water and exposed it to different variables. And it was shocking. Look at that. And he then saw the water through sophisticated microscopic equipment and photographed it. Look at the Mozart symphony. Imagine, right? The award-winning song, love, as in thoughts of love. Remember with Shwetaji we just talked about love, 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 and how the body was becoming firm. Before prayer, look at that water before prayer. Look at after prayer. Can everybody see it? After prayer, the molecular structures changed. Water, I will kill you. How many people say that, right? Without even knowing what thoughts do. Thank you, the most beautiful formations and peace. Imagine a scientist did this study and not many people know about it. Our ancient culture knew about this then. And what are we? We're water. And that's why they say, when you're not well, pray. Be grateful. Think about thoughtful thoughts of gratitude, thoughts of love. But when we're unwell, we're thinking thoughts of fear. If you've been following my Instagram page, I talk about that. Our body is the most amazing equipment. You're so crazy about your smartphone. It's an amazing mother of a smartphone here. You think happy thoughts, boom, dopamine into your body. You think stressful thoughts, boom, cortisol, stress hormone into your body. You think thoughts of bravery, I can do it, I can do it, I can be that entrepreneur. You release interleukin 2. And what is that? The most expensive medicine used to treat cancer. Your body produces it for free. But when you're ill and when you have cancer, you think thoughts of fear. And everybody coming and saying, oh my God, I can't believe this happened to you. No. Cancer personalities talked very clearly by Louise Hay. Been betrayed far too many times. Cannot let go. Cannot forgive. And so, be mindful of these vibrations. So I'm constantly talking about these ideas because you may not remember everything, but you will connect with that one thought that will make you walk back and say, wow, I'm going to change my life. Everything is energy. Our ancient gurus knew that. When you're pregnant, keep a picture of Krishna, Bal Krishna. Why? It has energy. Why does Feng Shui say, keep rabbits everywhere? It has energy. Just the picture of the rabbit. Why? Because a rabbit can conceive while it's pregnant. So interesting. Why do they say do not put pictures of war? It has energy. You look at people and say, wow, what lovely energy. I'm gravitating towards this person, or this person I'm going to move away from. It's energy. You can feel it. So now pick the energy. The fruits have an energy connected to our chakras. Why do they say you have reproductive issues? What's the color of this chakra? Absolutely red is the sex chakra. Then you have the golden, beautiful orange chakra, wear orange clothes. How come? How come things start to change? Heart chakra, green. Why do you wear that? Every color has an energy connected with the fruits. It is mind-boggling how brilliant science is. You want a home, you have to gravitate towards that energy. You want a new home? Look, get into that energy. Chat with people who make homes. Go and meet interior designers. Look at beautiful homes. You are entering that energy of home. People want money. Absolutely fine, whatever. You have to be rich to then realize, okay, it doesn't make you happy. So I will not say don't make money. Make your money. So you want to make your money, what energy are you going to vibrate at? Stick with the people who are rich. They don't really talk about making money too much. They talk about ideas, innovation, and how beautifully they are generous, the real happy, wealthy people, right? The other wealthy are very stingy and probably in fear mode. So everything is energy. And now think about what you want right now. We're doing okay on time, Rituji? I love my Rituji's still looking. Okay with time because I want, yeah. So think about what you want. Sankalp, as they say, beautiful. In your mind, your third eye, think about what you want. So if you're going to think about a happy, beautiful life, what energy am I vibrating at? That means, can I behave like the person who has a happy, beautiful life? Because that's what Einstein said. You vibrate at the energy that will become your reality. It's difficult, but let me tell you, if you keep thinking about the negative, same amount of energy, might as well be positive. If you're wanting to be an entrepreneur, intern with an entrepreneur who you love. Start reading on entrepreneur journeys. Read about books, biographies, what upheavals they faced and how beautifully they bounced back. You want to have a new person in your life. What's the vibration? How would I feel in a love affair? Oh, feeling so good, feeling so happy, even carrying the garbage with so much happiness. That energy. Can you be in that energy without the person? Fake it till you make it make sense. Because it tricks our brain into believing, and then the brain has a reticular activating system. So whatever you think consistently becomes a belief, and it becomes a belief, it will become a reality. But it has to become a belief first. And that's why children have the best vibration. And we say, chup karo, chup karo. Have you heard people who say, chup karo, to children? You can immediately know they're in a very angry vibration. But if you're with children and you love the way they break things and they put color all over themselves, and then you have women say, oh, so sweet. You know the person is easygoing and happy. Want to be uplifted? Take children to the park. Be childlike, because that's what we are all. We're children masquerading as adults. We want to be loved. We feel jealous very easily. We need to value that and not feel bad. Oh, even I want to be included in that group. People like that. No one's included in, hey, pull up a chair and come and sit. No problem. Only assume the positive. Be like children. Forgive and forget. मैं तो अब लेसन, you know, that's very important. मैंने अभी लेसन सीख लिया, अब मैं किसी को ट्रस्ट नहीं करूँगी. वो मेरी भाई ने मुझे इतना तंग किया ना, अब मेरी नई भाई आएगी, मैं बहुत स्ट्रिक्ट होने वाली हूँ. ये मैं बहुत सुनती हूँ. Let go. You are the person who leads by example. So no experiences should change you for the worse. Only for the better. Only become better and better and better. And you'll realize, oh my God, I'm changing, I'm becoming like a child. You see how bitter fights they'll have today, next day, come, let's play. Don't be in this vibrational energy. So we need to help our spouses when they have this energy. So I know it's a woman-led group, but it's so important to be equal about gender. It's not a myth that men have the highest mental health issues, cannot speak about it, because there's a huge stigma attached to how much a man earns, which is so unfair. Doesn't make sense. And then he cannot even share that with the wife, because the wife is sort of in a group thinking, oh my God, I have to wear this, I have to go in this kind of a car, I have to show up this way. Let go of that. And today when you go back, just cuddle up your spouses and say, you know what, I'm just so happy with the way we are. Just so happy. Whether it changes him or not doesn't matter. You're doing it to elevate yourself. Forget about the returns. That's the mindful journey. And trust me, the returns will come. But don't do it for the returns, because then you're constantly, it's almost like planting a seed and digging. No. So just have faith. So mindfully think about the frequency you're vibrating at, like 107.1 FM, whatever the FM is. You want romantic music, you have to go into that vibration, isn't it? That frequency. If you change it for romantic, it will suddenly play sad music. Or it'll be budget news. No, we want romantic music. So it's as simple as that. What frequency am I vibrating at? Because focus goes where energy goes where focus goes. Boom. That's how auras expand. That's why you see some people, they don't have to be the most beautiful people, but you see them and you say, I want to talk to her. I want to talk to him. Because it's their energy that you're drawn to. Anyone who's pregnant, anyone who wants to have a baby, anyone who wants harmony at home, music is a very powerful equalizer, balancing factor at home. Start your day with your bhajans. You're not sure? Play Mozart symphonies. There's huge scientific research done on them, because the chord progression really elevates the way you think. So if children are studying, Mozart symphonies are really good, very powerful. It calms the baby. So when I say baby, think of yourself too. Builds focus and clarity, improves self-perception, it elevates the way you think about yourself. Maths, science, and every non-language skill builds spatial, temporal reasoning. That's how brilliant the Mozart symphonies are. How well are we doing? Are you all excited? What's the energy at the back? What's the energy like? Okay, come on, stand up and let's do some brain exercises. Come on, everybody stand up once again. This is to awaken your brain, and please keep sipping water. We're going to start our Q&A with Rituji now, but I just want you to do a little bit of brain activity, okay? Ready? Had some water? Now, while you're listening to this, it's really powerful. So they did this research in Harvard, 60-second research. People who had high-powered body language, like Wonder Woman, hands up, legs apart, just do that. Okay, 60 seconds. It's difficult for some people because space or probably not been doing exercises. 60 seconds, bring your hands down and listen to me. That's okay, bring your hands down. How lovely you looked. Oh, super, okay, hands down, hands up. You were doing that, sweetie, you were doing a video. Okay, hands up everybody, super. They took a saliva test of that person, okay? Thank you, hands down, relax. And then they saw that their stress levels had gone down and their testosterone, the hormone that makes you say, I can do it. Let me take that chance, as entrepreneurs do, had shot up. Then they took the same people and asked them for 60 seconds to reduce, as in contract their body. So body language where, you're folding your hands, people and folding their legs, and then you must have seen women especially who sit like that. They sit hiding away because they say, it's okay, it's okay. Tells you how they think of themselves. I'll hide, it's okay, it's okay, it's okay. And they did a test on them. So same people, high-powered body language, low-powered body language. And then in 60 seconds it had flipped. Here the cortisol then shot up, testosterone went down. So the mind affects the body, but the body affects the mind too. So going in for a meeting, if you're stressed, you'll go into the bathroom, you'll do your brain exercise, and 60 seconds you'll stay there and you'll affirm. We'll get into affirmations with Rituji in the end. What are you going to tell yourself before a meet? And then you walk in, you're a different person. And never think you're walking in alone. Who are your mentors? So for example, you have a Fiki, you'll think, okay, Rituji is my mentor, or, you know, or whoever your team members, okay, or Pravin is another mentor, you know, whoever you visualize. Shabana Azmi is your mentor. For whatever, entrepreneurs, think of those people, their energies, and then walk into the meet. It's a scientific universe. We are omnipresent. We can be, our energies can be. That's why you think of the person and the person calls. Okay, so brain exercise, yes. Let's do it, come on, 30 times, yeah, 30 is good? Everyone's like, come on everybody, I'm coming at the back now, let's go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, good job. 12, 13, 14, good job, beautiful women. 15, 16, pranam to you. 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, pranam, amazing. 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, relax. I wanted to come at the back and feel the pulse. I love you. Thank you. I mean, do as many times, but you know, you don't even have to put in that much energy because it's a brain exercise. So it's basically for your brain to say, oh my God, oh, left elbow, oh, right knee, oh, right knee, oh, right, left elbow. It's basically that suddenly wakes you up from the monotony of autopilot negative thinking. So it's like a wake up, isn't it? Like a shift. Hey, what was I thinking? Oh goodness, I need to change. I need to really, really come back to my potential, my highest potential. So well done. Pranam to you. How sweet. I'm so happy that you are here. Theek lag raha hai aapko talk? Yeah, very good. Oh, that is so lovely. Thank you so much. Thank you. Thank you. I'm honored to have you. Great. I'll make my way back. Big hand for yourselves. So sweet. Wow. Sit, my darling. Sit. It's such a teacher vibe, isn't it? No. I'm like your pal. Lovely to meet you, Ji. Pranam. Lovely to meet you all. Great. Let's have Rituji on stage. And we'll start Q&A, isn't it?
Yes.
We have to do our picture. I know. Yeah, baby? Yes, I'll go with Rituji. You know, we thought, I mean, it's such a long session, isn't it? I'm hoping we can all do a retreat.
Oh, wow.
Because this journey is like a journey that continues, isn't it? So I've promised to Rituji that we will constantly have online events so that we continue this journey. So we have to stay connected. Ji, Rituji, after you. After you.
In fact, I just want to open the room to all the members.
Okay, super. You're the boss. Super. Done. So I can sit. Would you like me to sit now? Okay.
I think so. Raageshwari deserves a huge round of applause first.
Thank you. Great audience.
Raageshwari, when I had thought about you to call you as a motivational speaker or influencer to the chapter, I always had conscious parenting on my mind. I always followed you on the ways you spoke on parenting, conscious parenting, and you know what ethical things that you do to make your children grow, and how do you communicate with them. Social media is very rampant. Social media is so powerful and influencing the young generation so much. So I would like to ask you one question. I have prepared like n number of questions. You've covered most of them. You've covered most of them. So I will just ask you one or two questions, and I think so then I would just like to open it up for the members. I'm sure you will have n number of questions from them. So
Just let me
Mindful
know, yeah, so you talk a lot about conscious parenting, okay?
Yeah.
And you set a fantastic example with your daughter herself, and she's a green ambassador at London. And what suggestions do you have for us, and how do you feel that we communicate with our children without being overprotective, without being dominant on them, without having judge our own children with other people's children, and how do you create a very connecting environment in which we parents and the kids thrive? I just want you to probably tell me, what are the mental techniques that the parents also need to go through while raising their children.
Super. Yeah. Thank you so much, Rituji, for the question. So first and foremost, we can't really have anyone advise parents to be better parents, because only you know the vibe of your child. I could love your child the most, but your child will run to you. That's the power of a mother. And also, our children come into our life because they know our triggers. So it's the perfect school. It's the perfect school for us to really learn mindfulness from our children. Patience, oh my goodness. Ego, oh my goodness. They are the greatest teachers. First and foremost, as a mindful parent, as a conscious parent, you basically learn to slow down. So we don't instantly react. But the problem with our lifestyle these days is we are in such a hurry, and children are very mindful. They want to be in that space, and we're constantly telling them, hurry up, hurry up, hurry up, let's go. So we've got to slow down. And once we slow down, we have to constantly put ourselves in their shoes. What would I have liked to hear if I was in the situation? So you go back to being a child and say, if I was struggling in school, what would I have liked my mother to have told me? If I was a bully, or if I was a shy child, what would I have liked to be told? So that's why mindful parenting and conscious parenting is work in progress. It's basically bringing up the parent, not the child. It's constantly letting go of your ego. Because
so you mean we practice a lot of empathy with them?
Constantly, absolutely, and empathy with ourselves, because the relationship we have with ourselves is what we will project onto the child. You would have noticed on a happier day, you're really easy with your child. You forgive a lot of mistakes. On a day when you're stressed, you're like, Vola tha na. And then you just know that they are causing a trigger. So patience and slowing down. So don't pack too much into their days. It's so important to have their presence and your presence for them. And also, if there are working mothers, bravo. Because psychologists say that we don't really need too much time with our children to have that connect. It's basically just the first 3 minutes in the morning, last 3 minutes in the night. That amazing presence. But don't sit in front of them with the phones. Be present whenever you are. And that's why, did we spend a lot of time with our parents? I was always on trees. I would only come back in the evening when mom said, Khana ready hai, chalo, and then we would come. But we felt so close to our parents. So research says we are spending much more time with our children now and still feeling less connected. Our parents spent very little time with us, but the connection was superb because they did not have distractions. So like, I'm here with you, looking into your eyes, and that connect is deep. So at all times, it's not about so many strategies. It's truly about slowing down. Practice empathy, and with that I mean, put yourself in their shoes. Don't forget your own childhood. Don't forget that. Allow them their freedom. And remember, focus goes where energy goes where focus goes. So though if they're not studying well, don't say that to friends and family, to padta hi nahi hai. No, just consistently say, I know your potential, sweetheart. So give them that motivation. I know you're brilliant. I know, and praise them when you think they're not hearing, because they love that. So if Samaya would be playing and I would tell you, oh, she's so wonderful, she's so bright, they will become that. Just like I would say, oh, you're so kind. If someone is not, I'd say, you're so kind, you're so wonderful. The person says, oh my God, okay, hello. It's human nature. Yeah.
Got it. Okay, I will club my 2-3 questions into one question and make it like my last question so that, I can just open it for the Q&A.
Sure.
Rageshwari, you've been an active user of social media. How do you navigate the potential negative effects of comparing oneself with others, and you feel left out, especially during festival seasons or during holiday seasons, when you see other people sharing their own celebrations and probably you're not celebrating due to various reasons. So do you have any tips for maintaining a healthy relationship with social media while prioritizing mental health and mental wellness?
Wow, great question, isn't it? Well, I'm very careful about the people I follow, because the greatest thing you can give someone is your attention. And so I'm also extremely responsible what I post. So I never post about exhibitions, and with that I mean, oh, I'm on a great holiday, me looking cool. How does that help anyone? So always make sure that my talk is more about inspiration, less about exhibition. But can I control someone else? Not really. And you forgive them and let go. But the most important thing, the only thing that you can do is clean up your side of the street. So be very aware. Oh, following this account and looking at this account is making me feel not good about myself.
Yeah.
Oh, this person is always talking about their holidays in south of France and I'm stuck here. Oh no, I don't want to be there. Hey, I'd love to follow this person about great art, or about cooking. Oh, this lady really talks about being positive. So you basically follow people who actually uplift you, and that's when you're mindful.
So you're very mindful about whom you're following.
Yes, and at the same time I realize that the lives on social media are not perfect. It's just 1% of what they're choosing to show. There are very few accounts, of course, and that's why an account of a mental health or a mindfulness speaker is honest, because I have to say, hey, I went through a crisis 3 years back when my father passed away from COVID. It's important to say that, because then they realize, oh, the account is so real. So it's for you to fall back and say, you can be mindful of your own account. Do I really post about my downfalls? I don't. So it's the same with other people. They're posting what they think is the norm and will bring in cool reviews, but that's not the truth. What we truly connect with is not happiness, but it's pain that actually connects people and forms the deepest friendships. And that's such a truth that we all ignore. Our greatest friends are the ones who we can cry with. The ones who we party with are just the ones we call to party with. But the ones who we can cry with and feel like, God, I'm having a bad day or a bad phase, those are the friendships. So we tell ourselves that and we navigate. And social media can be great and it can be toxic, but you have the choices. And I just have, I allocate that much time. Half an hour. When I'm working, it would be an admin that's looking after the account. But I love to comment back, and that's why the page builds a community. They feel safe, they feel valued, they feel happy. And it's so important to even teach children that if they want to watch and be a part of it, they have choices. They can watch News Round, BBC, children's news. They can hear podcasts. They can hear inspirational stories of children. You can hear TED Talks on eco-warriors. You can hear TED Talks on different beautiful entrepreneurs that are youngsters. Radio. So you can teach them, but you have to lead by example. So I have given up TV so that Samaya does not watch TV. So we only watch movies, and then she can sort of enjoy something that's, at least gives you patience. Because the YouTube is sort of an addiction. And that's why if you take the YouTube away from your child goes, ah! It's because it was like a huge drug that you've suddenly taken away. You can see that reaction in children. Yeah.
I totally agree, Raageshwari. I think so. 1.5 hour or 2 hours is too less to absorb everything that you have within you, to learn so much from you. So I think so. I'm sure our members also have a lot of questions and they want to know a lot from you. So I think so. I will stop with my Q&A and I would open the Q&A for the members. So anybody who wants to ask a question to Raageshwari.
Hello. Can someone pass the mic to the lady? Thank you, Jay.
One second, Dr. Ranu. I think so, yeah.
Dr. Ranu, okay.
Yeah. Can somebody, yeah. Hello.
Hello, Raageshwari ma'am.
Hi.
Am I audible?
Yes, yes.
Yeah, hello ma'am.
Hi.
I wanted to ask about how do you make yourself feel positive when there's so much negative going on? It's not possible to feel positive like all the time. There are stages where you feel very negative. How do you cope yourself with that?
Fabulous. So I'm going to talk about the techniques. So what's your name, my dear?
Shikha.
Shikha. Thank you, Shikha, for the question. Remember, 80% of the people you are constantly spending time with. You don't have a choice with the people you work with. Sometimes you're working with people and you suddenly have those kind of work environments. To your friends, huge, huge influence on you. So that's the first thing you're going to correct yourself. Secondly, your inner world does not have to constantly be attached to the outside world. And yes, you will come through upheavals, but how I took my setback in my life is because I really told myself it's a breakthrough. So the tough times in your life are basically here to get you to being an elevated version of yourself. Reading inspirational books. What we feed ourselves through food is diet, right? And it changes our body. You'll see your stomach becomes amazing, right? Protein diet. Within a week you see a difference. It's the same with mental diet. I don't see movies of war. I don't see shows where they bring women down, or I don't just see it because it's a mental diet. My mental diet is really being with entrepreneurs, being with people who've really walked tough paths and become successful. So that's my mental diet, and if I don't get friends who align with my energies, I'm very happy being alone. Your brain has a reticular activating system. Whatever you do consistently becomes a habit. So you will find certain roadblocks initially. Just like, you know, if you haven't cleaned a pot and suddenly you decide to clean it, what happens? It's really filthy. So a lot of people who go on this positive mindset, they say, oh my God, all the problems are coming into my life, testing my positivity. Yes, because suddenly the old patterns are going to fight back, isn't it? The complainer in you, the person who gives up in you is like, hey, no, the ego. Because when you're mindful and you're positive, the ego gets one kick. Sorry, I'm not going to fight. Someone could abuse me. I'll be like, I'm not going to say anything wrong because the words you use is reflecting your inner world. Orange. Remember? So, it's very important to not give up. I'm going to go on to my Bapuji. Sit down, sweetheart, and I'm going to just tell you. So when we talk about practices, when you're going to go back, how are we going to make the change? Your mornings are very powerful. When we sleep, it's a mental cleanser. Yes, a mental cleanser as in you really get energized in the night. And what do you do first thing in the morning? You see rubbish. You instantly pick up your phone. You bring the outside world which is not healthy, not aligned, into your beautiful energized world. No, so stop doing that. Your mornings you will at least keep 1 hour. If you cannot, no worries. At least give half an hour to yourselves. Okay, 15 minutes? But something so that you build that reticular activating system, you build the path. So decide. So the lovely girl out there, right away, you're going to actually write down, not on your phone, because fingertips have memory. So you're going to write a journal. Now, you want to decide, I want to have a best job. No. I want to be positive. No. You're going to write specifically. So for example, if you decide with clarity, can you see that, sweetheart? I have the best job with a perfect boss, loving colleagues, and I'm amongst the top 3 employees by 1st Jan 2024, 9 a.m. This is decision making. Such clarity. I want to have a happy family life. So for example, if you say, I want to be a positive person, that decision, you've got to be really powerful. So you tell your brain, I'm not giving up. It's not just connected with the Fiki flow talk. It's a happy birthday for you. You're changing your life today. So I want to have 2 family holidays with my children and wife to Singapore and Thailand, 2 special romantic holidays with my wife to Paris and Venice, whatever, by December 31st, 2023, 9 a.m. So I'm teaching you decision making on your vision boards or in your journal with that clarity. Very important, right? I want to lose weight, people say. Just lose weight. It's not going to happen. Because you need to tell your brain, hey, I'm not going back. I want it for my good health. I want it for my mental health. But don't think that you're going to be happy with losing the weight, okay? The science says even that doesn't happen. So it's got to be a journey. It's got to be a beautiful journey. So how will you decide with clarity? I want to run a 21-kilometer marathon in the next 6 months. I want to learn salsa dancing in the next 3 months. And I want to be my optimum weight of 55 kgs by June 17th, 2023. Of course, that's gone, so 2024. So you decide with that clarity. You want to be positive? One of the greatest things you'll have to do, which we started our journey today was with, sorry, I'm putting my back towards you. So I want to talk about meditation. Why meditation is important? It sounds so old-fashioned, right? But it's super futuristic. Everybody read that on the page? Together? 1, 2, 3, go. Finished files are the result of years of scientific study combined with the experience of many years. Again, faster. Finished files are the result of years of scientific study combined with the experience of many years. Okay, got that? Now I want you to quietly count the number of Fs, letter Fs. Go. Quietly in your mind. Done? How many? 3, 4? Well done. 3, 4, 5, 6, okay? You'll just realize how certain people see 3, certain people see 4, certain people see 6. And look at that. Now this was just an example where graphics are concerned. But what meditation does, it makes you see things what others cannot see. It will align. So for example, if you want to be an entrepreneur, when you meditate and visualize that you're an entrepreneur, suddenly you'll be sitting with Ritu. Suddenly Rituji will introduce you to another person who you'll collaborate with. Suddenly that person will say, hey, I want to invest in your company. So when I was meditating and I went to UK, I didn't know anyone. And I wanted to write my book. And I started writing my book before I'd even met Penguin. And I would visualize I'm meeting Penguin. And I stepped into the elevator of my building at a party I did not even want to go. Samaya dropped Colgate on my dress and I was like, oh my God. Still cleaned it up. My parents, my lovely late father was with me. And I said, Daddy, just hold on to Samaya. I'm just going to go up to Lord Davis's house, our neighbor. And Baroness, who's the head of Penguin, was in the elevator with me. That's how the universe works. You meditate and the person will come at your doorstep. You'll be amazed. How did I meet my husband? He was in UK and I was in India. I didn't have to go to a pub and all the people say, "Bahar jana padega beta milne. Ye karna padega, wo karna padega." The person will come to you. Look back on your life and the best things have happened by chance. It's so true. So that's what positivity is all about, meditating. We'll talk about visualization in case someone's interested. We'll get to the next question and then bring it back, so that we... I will, doctor. I will. So should I go to that first? Should I take that question?
I would love you to sing for us.
Oh, sing. Okay, done. Should we end with singing, isn't it? Yeah? Because I wanted to talk about visualization, sure, but I'm just moving towards affirmations. Okay. So when I worked with Louise Hay, the great late Louise Hay, who wrote about heal your life, heal your body, and she's the master affirmation guru. She cured her vaginal cancer with affirmations. And it was incredible because she connected every illness with a thought pattern. So she said everything that we have learned today, that every illness is stress related. How I realized my facial paralysis was because of anger not expressed. She connects, you know, facial paralysis, Bell's palsy to that, and it so made sense with everything that I'd been through in life. So affirmations are really powerful, and when we affirm them in front of the mirror, even more powerful, because we connect with the inner child. So when you make children affirm, it's amazing. I've worked with children who stammer, and I say, I'm a superstar, I speak like the king, I speak like the queen, I am super confident. They start to say, I'm like the king, I'm like the queen, I speak confident. I have to say it again, I'm like the king, I'm like the queen, I speak confident. Say it again, now say it faster. Because speed and repetition is very powerful for the brain. And then the kids say it faster, I'm like the king and I'm like the queen and I'm super confident. I speak like the king and I speak like the queen and I'm super confident. And they say it for 60 times and they're walking up on stage ready to roar. This is how powerful your body is. But nobody teaches us that. You see the Chinese, how they teach their children, it's amazing. A child cannot jump, 60 children come and say, you can do it, you can do it, you can do it, you can do it, and then the child almost flies. That's what motivation can do, but you don't need 60 people. If you can, well and good. You can actually master that in front of the mirror, and that's what Louise Hay always said, that motivate yourself. I am is a powerful quantum sound. So what you say, I am, will come looking for you. I am happy. I am tired. No problem. The tired hormones come into your body. I am full of life. I can live my best life. Very powerful, what you affirm. And first thing in the morning is what Louise Hay said, very powerful, because your brain is waiting to hear your command. So as you wake up, tell yourself something that you want to expand into your life. Subah utte, are baapre. Everybody says that, right? So watch yourself. That's why mindfulness is important. So Louise Hay, the power of words, the power of quantum sounds, the power of I am. So a few affirmations you could take, you know, snapshots. I'm so happy and grateful that everywhere I go, people love and respect me. This is my favorite affirmation. I'm so happy and grateful that I'm paid in abundance for my talents. Now be open. Paid in abundance can be money, can be so many beautiful collaborations, exchanges. Be open to that. I'm so happy and grateful that my husband brings out the best in me and bring out the best in him. So it's an equal relationship and not a match, because you'll never be able to excel. And so say, oh my God, I'm going to constantly think, why is he not like that? No, no, no. Can I think, wouldn't it be lovely if he's like that? So go back to Alpha Silver Mind Control. You expand the energy of what you want. And so when he's in a good mood, he'll come to you. When he's in a bad mood, he's in office. So that was affirmations. Lovely. The next question, please. So I think I only have visualization to cover where I'm concerned, but I'm open to all the other. Yes. Anyone? Yes. Oh, you choose.
No, I'm good actually. We'll just take one or two questions.
One or two questions more?
I have a question, Raageshwari.
Okay. Meenakshi ji, shall we? Yes, please.
So being a mental wellness and mindfulness coach, how do you integrate the commerce aspect, keeping aligned your values and your purpose?
Fabulous question. So every post of mine on Instagram is of course free, and I created that page to have a wonderful community. And it started from a pure place, and I really honor my page, so nobody can buy me on that page and say, you know, banks can't come and say, can you put this up, can you put this ad, and say that I'm the best. So I make content so that people feel valued whenever they visit that page. So you have to do that because it's service, it's helping people, and the way you grow is only by teaching. It's so powerful because we haven't learned that. The more you teach, the more you learn, because it gets ingrained into your psyche. The commerce comes with, of course, where corporates are concerned, because you have to know Who are the people who have budgets? Where organizations are concerned, of course, it's fabulous. Where FICCI flow is concerned, where organizations are concerned, where corporates are concerned. But let your work speak in volumes first. So today is the day and age of digital media. So be absolutely present. People need to know where Richard Branson's company is concerned, CVs are not accepted. Come and talk to me. What kind of a person are you? Are you good at critical thinking, problem solving? How good are you in negotiating? How good are you in making friends? So those are very important life skills today. And then of course, create a plan. You want 10 jobs? Please connect with 100 people. Because the 90 other jobs will come. May not come this year, may come next year. Or those 90 people will connect to other people who will get you jobs. And it's up to you. Because for me, I truly invested only where my time was concerned. I still don't have a professional website. People tell me, I said, oh, okay, it's still being done, and my website person saying, oh, you don't need me. And I said, because I really want to have an example on simple entrepreneurs that you don't really need to invest too much. I put my camera, I create my content, I send it out. And I engage with HR. I engage with people who have organizations. What is it that you're looking for? And give them great value for their money. So they understand, wow, I paid her, but I got much more in return. And if you really love your work, it will show. You have to love your work. So choose your work well. Choose something that expands your energy. What does that mean? That you could ask me to speak at 2 a.m. and I'll say, done, let's go. Because I love what I do. I know that when you'll walk out, you'll be like, I want to change my life. I want to change my life. I want to be a person who lives her best life. Yeah. So I hope that helped. Okay. Great. One more question? Okay. One more, sweetheart? Okay. Oh, there I see so many. You choose. The ones who I don't answer, I'll answer personally also. Oh, okay. How sweet. Okay. We'll take one question, and so... Yeah, yes. Yes, my dear. Yes. Aap bataएं.
Yes, I think so. Yes, Samta has.
And even Pinky had a question.
Oh.
Isn't it?
You remember her name?
Yes, I remember. So both can tell me, and I hope I can synergize it. आप बोलिए, आपके पास mic है? Do you have a mic there?
Pinky, you go ahead. Yeah.
Okay.
Hi, Raageshwari.
Hi, my dear.
I love your smile.
Oh, thank you so much. Thank you.
I have 2 questions.
Oh, goodness me. Okay, we'll see what we can answer. We'll listen to her as well. Sure. Okay.
How to control your anger, and second, how to relieve from anxiety in the same situation.
How to lead from?
Leave your anxiety.
Anxiety, okay.
From your anxiety.
Super. Both of them are connected. Fabulous. Okay, what's yours?
Hello, ma'am. Good evening, all.
Good evening.
Actually, my question is, how a woman can overcome her resistance of limiting beliefs who have been into chains of responsibilities for over a period of more than 25 years.
Yeah.
A victim of child marriage.
Wow. So that's really powerful. So I'm going to take that. I'll answer yours too. You must follow theta healing, because you see, our blueprint of our life is created between 0 and 7. Panchatantra knew that. Modern day science, Harvard research proves that whatever we saw between 0 to 7. So you don't even have to tell me your mother must have had the most tough life. We become exactly like our mothers. So you want your daughters to be financially independent and choose men not just because they're rich. You will have to lead by example and stop the conversation. Wo karta kya hai? Is he well settled? Then she'll become an entrepreneur and make amazing money. Theta healing takes us into a deep subconscious mind. So 0 to 7, why is it that we build a blueprint? Is because we are in a meditative state as children from 0 to 7. Children are like sponges. So when we're in a meditative state, everything that we see becomes a definition for us. So if we've seen people with tempers, we think that's the way to react. If we've seen people subdued, get physically abused, get mentally abused, we think that's the way relationships should be because that's all what we've seen. If we have seen people say, what's the big deal? You lost your face, no worries. What makes you is your personality, and that's what I heard, and that's why I had that kind of an upbringing. So when I had paralysis, it was a natural belief for me. So we have to change a very deep part of our subconscious, isn't it? Narrative for years and years and years. And that's why we have to meet with our subconscious mind every day and change that. How do we change that? We actually change. We reparent ourselves. We take a picture of ourselves when we were young and we tell ourselves what we wish our parents had told us. We actually visualize our parents have the life that you wish to have. So you've got to have that amazing clarity of decision. I want to, and only you can continue that for me. I want to have a flourishing life. I want to be an entrepreneur. I want to break the glass ceiling financially. I want to have a husband who's the wind beneath my wings. I want to be financially free, liberated. I want to engage with positive people. You will have to go, and my Theta Healing meditation on YouTube is free and it's so powerful. It tells you to think about 3 amazing visions for yourself. It takes you deep into astral travel, makes you visualize your dream, and boom, you continuously do that. Because the only way to change our subconscious thinking is to go back again and again and again. Okay? Hope that helps. Where anger is concerned,
thank you very much, Ma'am.
Thank you. Anger is love misinterpreted. So you need to love yourself much more. The more you celebrate yourself, the anger actually subsides. So anger basically is love that's lost its way because it's still an emotion. The emotion that is 0 is basically being ignored. So where that anger is concerned, because we only get angry when we wish to be heard. We only get angry with our husbands or parents or wives or children is because there's love. But we're not getting the love the way we want it. So we love ourselves the way we would like to be loved. And then most importantly, go back to childhood patterns. That is it a pattern in my family that I constantly heard people scream and shout because anger is actually so bad for us. It takes our body over 2 days to recover when we have a bout of anxiety and anger. We also talked about anxiety. One of the things that really helps, that connected to our ancient Vedas, is when we wake up, we were asked to do bhajans, to sing and dance. Why is that? Because that awakens your vagus nerve. Our ancient Vedas knew that because of the nadi, the longest nerve in our body, that instantly awakens rest and digest. So the constant cure for anxiety is awakening your vagus nerve. Physical exercise is just the wheel and you literally relax. But what works for me very quickly is water. Ice cold water on your face, the temper's gone. So ice cold water, hear music that helps you. You know, we've got to have our anchors ready, Pinky. Because anger comes as a trigger, right? Before you know it, you've said, no. I'm like, oh my God, why did I say it? Why did I lose my temper? Why did I lose my temper? So you've got to keep your anchors ready. I like to hear this music. I'm going to excuse myself, go and wash my face and then come back, or brain exercise, high-powered body language. Now the mindful approach would be, accept yourself. It's not bad to be angry. It's not bad to have an anger. It only results in weaker immunity. It gets you sick and it wrecks relationships. And it never gives us resolution. So the resolution is, can you love me better? Can we have a better working relationship? But the anger only pulls you more apart. Don't worry. So that's the beauty, isn't it? Mindfulness is being still and calm in the midst of all of the chaos. And one step at a time. Accept yourself and then we move on from there. So the more you accept, I think it's very brave. Big hand for Pinky to even ask a question. Big hand to you for asking a sensitive question. Because the moment we mindfully even accept that about ourselves, we get better. Shall we sing now? Yeah. Are we ready? Okay. Bapuji, Oh, I have to still send it. Okay. Vidhi, my darling, could you, how do I do this? Just WhatsApp it to you. Vidhi, could you just give me the track? Okay. Lovely. Y'all could just talk for a bit. I'm just going to, yes, sweetheart, come.
Thank you, Raageshwari,
My sweetheart, thank
for
you.
bringing so much positive energy in our life today and equipping us with such great techniques.
So, do I need to download that? I wanted to just send this. Oh, you can't just.
It is my honor to invite Ms. Aparna Reddy, Senior Vice Chairperson, Flow Hyderabad Chapter, to deliver the vote of thanks, and Ms. Neeru Mohan to present the autograph sheet.
Oh, I can't. No, share. Okay, where are you? Wait. Okay, lovely. Oh, goodness. It's going. Sorry, you know, they.
Hello, everyone. Today, I have the privilege of thanking our esteemed guest, Ms. Raageshwari Loomba, who has invitingly shared her wisdom and experiences on mindfulness.
Use for singing.
This room is laden with ladies of age 40 plus, meaning we are at a stage in our lives that present unique challenges and opportunities. We are a generation that has seen extreme changes happen, be it color TVs, internet, cell phones, social media, and many more. In fact, we might be the only generation in the course of history who are listening and learning from our parents and listening and learning from our children. With such a dynamic environment around us, we may feel overwhelmed or stubborn to accept change. But Ms. Raageshwari's story of overcoming her own obstacles with facial paralysis, being a mother and an entrepreneur is truly humbling and inspiring. With today's session, Ms. Raageshwari has shared her invaluable insights on igniting a spark of hope and inspiration within us. I love the concept of filling our minds with positive thoughts so we can attract positive energy and outcomes. Once again, on behalf of all the ladies here today, I extend a heartfelt thank you to Ms. Raageshwari for giving us these lessons to carry forth. And I'm confident that in integrating these principles of mindfulness into our daily lives, we can be happier, more resilient, and break the imaginary boundaries that hold us back. Flo would also like to thank our premium platinum sponsor, Kaveri Seeds, Sri Shiv Narayan Jewelers, premium diamond sponsor, Freedom Healthy Cooking Oil, diamond sponsor, ARL Tires, gold sponsor, Prayag Nutri, travel partner, Holiday Bazaar, the media, the members present here today, and the team who worked behind the scenes to make this event such a successful. Thank you so much.
Okay, friends.
Thank you, partner.
Oh, sorry, Prachi. Go on.
I would like to welcome Ms. Raageshwari Loomba to perform a song for us, please.
Oh, yes.
Followed by a book signing. I kindly request everyone who would like to have their book signed, please gather on the right side of the stage. Thank you.
Bapuji, your monitor is where? Where's my monitor? Ready to make some noise? Yeah? But like lots of energy, okay? Let's go. So this is last minute, okay? Just having fun. Let's go. Some fun song, highest energy, Sufi song. Let's go. Much louder. 100 times louder. Now I want you to clap with me. Lower my voice. Track louder. Track. Yeah.
हो लाल मेरी पत रखियो भला झूल लालन हो लाल मेरी ओए रखियो भला झूले लालन हो लाल मेरी पत रखियो भला झूले लालन सिंदड़ी दा से बनदा सखी शहबाज कलंदर दमादम मस्त कलंदर अली दा पहला नंबर दमादम मस्त कलंदर सखी शहबाज कलंदर हो लाल मेरी लाल मेरी चार चराग तेरे बलन हमेशा चार चराग तेरे बलन हमेशा पंजवा में बालन आयो भला झूले लालन हो पंजवा बालन पंजवा में बालन आयो भला झूले लालन सिंदड़ी दा से बनदा सखी शहबाज कलंदर दमादम मस्त कलंदर अली दा पहला नंबर दमादम मस्त कलंदर सखी शहबाज कलंदर हो लाल मेरी लाल मेरी मावानू बछड़े दरा पीरा मावानू बछड़े देना पीरा पैनानू देना वीर मिला झूले लालन ओ पैनानू देना पैनानू देना वीर मिला झूले लालन सिंदड़ी दा से बनदा सखी शहबाज कलंदर दमादम मस्त कलंदर अली दा पहला नंबर दमादम मस्त कलंदर सखी शहबाज कलंदर दमादम मस्त कलंदर अली दा पहला नंबर दमादम मस्त कलंदर सखी शहबाज कलंदर दमादम मस्त कलंदर लईदा पहला नंबर दमादम मस्त कलंदर सखी शहबाज कलंदर दमादम मस्त कलंदर अलीदा पहला नंबर दमादम मस्त कलंदर सखी शहबाज कलंदर दमादम मस्त कलंदर बसे नस नस दे अंदर 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 दमादम हो लाल मेरी लाल मेरी
By Bullish, it was created for unity, and so there's such great power. And the male voice was my father, and his voice stays on. So, thank you so much. Thank you. Oh, we signed. Okay. So it always gets me emotional, you know. And Rajiv ji was so close to Dad, you know. Yeah. So many. Thank you, wonderful ladies, and also, you know, especially a big thank you to the elderly ladies, you know. Pranam, just so lovely to see them.
Yeah.
Make the move, come.
Yeah, Raageshwari will be here with us. Very patiently she'll sign all the books, and you can take pictures, but strictly no selfies.